So what is up, y'all? It's your man, your boy, MC Swigga, back at it again with an anniversary video. Yeah, that's right, 10 years. 10 years ago, a little MC Swigga, Mick Swigga, whatever y'all want to call me. On August 7th, 2014, the first ever MC Swigga video was made. So stepping out of character, this is just kind of a reflection of MC Swigga content. And I guess we're going to talk a little bit about other content as well, like kind of an overarching thing with other series, but mostly this is going to be an MC Swigga retrospective and looking back at 10 years of doing Swigga videos, because next to MediaWiz, I think MC Swigga is possibly the most popular thing on this channel. I wanted to do parody songs. I wanted the channel to have a bunch of different types of content. I was listening to a lot of Weird Al and eventually discovered Rucka Rucka Ali when I was in middle school, and I wanted to do something similar. So obviously the music videos, like the little animations and the kind of slideshow presentation and the subtitles, a lot of that clearly inspired by Rucka Rucka Ali, and MC Swigga makes that no secret. Rucka was easily one of the biggest inspirations when it comes to the MC Swigga character and the parody songs. And Weird Al was an inspiration just because, I mean, if you do parody music and you somehow say that you've never heard of Weird Al, that's pretty much just not true. I think for a lot of people, Weird Al was sort of the inspiration for a lot of parodists and parody artists, at least in some capacity. And eventually, as time grew on, you know, Rucka eventually started doing Weird Ali Ruckovich as a way to do Weird Al sort of songs. And eventually I found a way to do my own with Odd Albert Swiggovic. So every once in a while I do food-themed songs as well as songs about other general topics that I don't really know if I can do anything with the MC Swigga character or anything like that, but I feel like I want to do a song like that, like a couple of songs which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Stuff like Workday, parody of Bad Day, and a couple of other Odd Albert songs like that. They're clearly a lot more Weird Al influenced than Rucka influenced, like some of the other Swigga songs are. Aside from the parodies and the game reviews, I feel like I've done a bunch of different weird types of MC Swigga videos, because I remember when I first started, I only did lip sync videos to Rucka Rucka Ali songs. I did like 3 of them, and the only thing of note is, aside from creating MC Swigga through these videos, I also created Pony Fanboy when I did a video for Brony Style by Rucka Rucka Ali. Not only did I do the costume for Pony Fanboy in that video, but also the song. One of the voices that Rucka does in the song clearly inspired Pony Fanboy. And I talked a little bit about this in the character origins video for the channel. But eventually I wanted to start doing original parody songs, and the very first one that I ever did was Smells Like KFC, parody of Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. It's not good. Like everybody says with their first few handful of videos, yeah, it was not very good. It was clearly a very first of its type kind of video, and yeah, I was clearly just a middle school kid that was trying to do his first parody song. Crappy mic quality, stupid music video, terrible editing, Windows Movie Maker style editing. A lot of the early MC Swigga stuff is very rough. It took a long time for the parodies to start really getting good. I feel like a lot of people say that about their early content. But I feel like it's also a learning experience. It's one of those things where, you know, you start there, you know, it's 2014, just a middle school kid, and then eventually, as time goes on, you slowly start to get better. But after my first handful of songs, some of my fellow content creators, like Critical Kid and Nostalgia Kid, they told me, hey, the character is a little bit more interesting than the actual songs themselves, so try to do something with that character. Ever since then, I've tried doing a bunch of different stuff with MC Swigga, and that's kind of what we're going to be going through with this video, is talking about the different types of videos I've tried doing as the character, because up to now, I think the biggest recurring things that I've done as MC Swigga are the parody songs, the game reviews, and well, just a couple months ago we had Assholes React, and we also have these kind of free-form, unscripted, untitled series of videos with, you know, it generally applies to MC Swigga, just because it doesn't really apply to any other series. It's one of the few things that doesn't really fall into MediaWiz or Blockbuster's category, so it just goes over to MC Swigga, just sort of by default. The first series of videos I tried for Swigga was a series called Swigga's Green Screen, which, yeah, like a lot of the song parodies, one of the biggest inspirations was Rucka, because Rucka had a series called like Rucka's Black Background, where Rucka would talk about recent events in his own little Rucka Rucka Ali kind of way. So I did Swigga's Green Screen, and the joke was that the green screen was just some green t-shirt that I had. And the joke was supposed to be that Swigga is so low budget and has no real income to fund professionally made videos, so that's what he was going to use as a green screen, or double as one. And I basically tried doing the same thing. I didn't do that many videos for this. I think I talked about the Jurassic World movie trailer and Into the Woods. I think the reason I talked about Into the Woods was because like it was a movie that came out at the time, so several of my reviewer friends, like I think Critical Kid, Cody, I think he told me about it. So I watched it and just kind of did this like little half-assed video of Swigga talking about it. Needless to say, I didn't do that many Swigga's Green Screen videos. That just kind of came and went. Then what I started doing was a series of just kind of shorts, like just random short videos that I threw together. There was some lip-syncing stuff here, once again, lip-syncing to some Rucka songs and other songs, just kind of messing around with other popular songs. This was definitely the era of like Vine, and I think pre-Musically. This was like 2015. It was definitely pre-TikTok. It was definitely before that, but it was definitely when these like lip-sync videos that you film with your phone, it was definitely around that time that that kind of content was about to get popular really fast. And every once in a while I do stuff like that on the second channel. But I was kind of experimenting with doing these kind of short form meme kind of videos with Swigga. I did a couple of these, to be sure. I think the most popular one, for whatever reason, was the short video called Cruising Down the Street in My 6'4". And all it was just me pretending to drive a car, and then in the passenger seat was a Nintendo 64. And for some reason that video has just stayed popular with Swigga videos. The next series after that was Ask Swigga Anything, my attempt at doing a Q&A series with the character. And simply put, the reason this didn't last very long is because the channel didn't have that many subscribers, not a lot of comments, not a lot of questions being asked. So yeah, even when I tried to like use questions that were clearly popular questions that were from popular movies or TV shows, it would be Swigga answering the questions in his own little Swigga kind of way. The thing that I tried doing with these videos was I also tried adding bonus parodies at the end. I tried adding like little mini songs. I feel like in a weird way this was like unintentionally inspired by YouTubers that I watched, like Jax Films and like Brock Baker in a way. Like they kind of did stuff like this around the time. They would like, you know, have little songs in the middle of videos they would do, and they try to do like little sketches here and there. I feel like inadvertently that was kind of an inspiration for videos like this. And every YouTuber was doing, you know, Ask Me Anything or Q&A videos, so I guess that was my attempt at trying to do something like that. But again, just like Swigga's Green Screen, this didn't really go anywhere. Jump forward to 2016, and I finally landed on something that I actually thought I could do for a couple of videos. And this was when reaction channels, namely the Fine Bros, but also you had big drama with reaction channels like Jinx and all these other channels that just lazily took other people's videos, added little to no commentary or anything of substance. This was when all that kind of shit was going on. Like I know Jinx, who was this like popular reaction channel at the time, infamously reacted to a Jax Films video, and Jax Films did a video making fun of him, and this caused some tension, and a lot of channels were going after Jinx and saying that he was lazy and stealing other people's content, not adding anything of substance, not being transformative. In a way, some things just don't change, I guess, because then you got drama last year with Jax Films beefing with Sniper Wolf, who just basically does sort of the new age version of that, where she just watches other people's videos, just kind of narrates what's happening in them and trying to be relatable and quirky. And I don't know. And then you also got like live streamers like Hassan Piker and XQC and all these people who just watch other people's videos, barely say anything, eat most of the time while they watch other people's videos. And this was stuff that I made fun of along with a bunch of other people. This was stuff people made fun of in reaction videos back in 2016. That people would just, you know, eat Pringles while watching like a Try Not to Laugh compilation. And I've said this before, there are a few reaction channels that I enjoy, but it's very few and far in between. I think most of the reaction channels that I watch is obviously Jerometronic, and there's a couple of reaction channels that used to react to like YouTube poop stuff and animation stuff. They were pretty decent. And then there's also Renegades React. I think that's their channel. They're also alright. They're pretty good because their videos are usually longer than the videos they react to, and they actually have like really in-depth, thorough conversations about what they watch. It's not just, hey guys, welcome back to my video. So today we're gonna watch this thing, this new movie trailer. Oh damn. Oh wow. Anyways, guys, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stuff like that. So anyway, Assholes React started in 2016. In October, like I think it was October 3rd is when the first video of that went up. So like a lot of early reaction videos from like 2008, 2009, maybe even 2007 era YouTube, I thought the first video for Assholes React should be my characters reacting to Two Girls, One Cup. And the joke would be that we never actually see the video, we just hear the music, which a lot of people have done. Like a lot of people who've, like, I think whenever like late night shows would joke about Two Girls, One Cup, they clearly heard a description of what happens in the video and they've heard the music, but I don't think they actually sat down to watch the video. Like I think Family Guy did a joke about filming reaction videos to Two Girls, One Cup. So that's what I decided to do. And in the original series of Assholes React, which I think I did that for like 5 or 6 videos maybe, originally it was MC Swigga, Media Wiz, Chris T. Ian, Adam from Blockbuster Show, and Pony Fanboy. But after the original run of Assholes React, when I eventually brought it back many, many years later, after its original run in 2016, 2017, then it was like, alright, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it to the 4 main characters on the channel. Pony Fanboy can be excluded this time around. But the original run of Assholes React, aside from the very first video, which was reacting to Two Girls, One Cup, a lot of it was just reacting to music videos. Like, I remember I reacted to one of my own MC Swigga videos, because that was another thing that YouTubers did back then. They would react to their own videos. Like in 2017, 2018, when that whole diss track thing was going around on YouTube, there were YouTubers reacting to their own diss tracks. So I guess Assholes React was kind of ahead of its time on that. I had my characters react to stuff like Hoodie Ninja by MC Chris, and The Asshole Song by Dennis Leary, and a couple of other things like that. The only other thing to note about this was the weird rabbit hole of videos we did with Assholes React. Like, after I did the initial Assholes React to Two Girls, One Cup, then my friend Shannon did a reaction video where she watched my Assholes React video of it. So then I think like the second Assholes React video I ever did was reacting to her reaction, and then a mutual friend of ours, Adam, made a video like chronicling the whole thing, and then we did a video where the 3 of us were on Skype and basically explaining the whole lore to Assholes React, and we were like kind of going down each other's videos. That was insane. 2017, I still didn't really know exactly what to do with MC Swigga, so I tried to think of a couple of other things to do. I tried doing a video called History Class with Swigga. That didn't really go anywhere. That was just kind of a one and done deal. One thing I tried doing was YouTuber parodies. So I was basically trying to do sketches where MC Swigga would parody other YouTubers, or basically do like meme shitpost kind of videos relating to other YouTubers. I think I did one about Brock Baker, and I think I did one connecting to like, well, I think there was a Nostalgia Critic one, and I think there was one involving Shannon. I think the whole thing with that was that it was my character, Julia Schwartz, basically doing a video that Shannon would do, because Shannon was trying to do reviews at the time. So I think it was basically just a an elaborate tribute to Shannon's videos. But I tried doing that for a little bit. That didn't really go anywhere. That kind of sizzled out. So after doing a couple of shit post videos, you know, at the end of 2017, as well as a couple of other just short skit videos and meme videos with MC Swigga, eventually in 2018, I think I finally found a series that I wanted to do. And I did this for a decent number of years. And I think I carried it all the way up until 2021, I believe. And that is obviously the Swig Talk podcast. So one thing that I noticed a couple of YouTubers that I was watching at the time, a couple people sort of within the review-averse sphere, people that I was still keeping up with, I noticed that one thing they would do were interviews, and they would typically interview other YouTubers or fellow reviewers and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something like that, and my motivating factor was I wanted to interview content creators who I was either friends with or people who I felt were incredibly underrated content creators, and I wanted them to have more attention. So the very first person I interviewed was my friend Patrick, who had the series That Other Song, where he reviewed one-hit wonders who technically had a second hit. And he also had The Rick Effect, which was his podcast, where he would talk about wrestling and music-related stuff, as well as just other stuff that was on his mind. I thought that was a perfect way to start because I really enjoy Patrick's stuff, and you know, I got to see him recently, and he's still a very swell guy. I think the last Swig Talk I ever did was around 2021 or so, and I was able to interview fellow Rucka's Nucka, you know, fellow Rucka fan Jerome Tronic, who pretty much does reaction videos, but I actually like his reaction videos. I think he does a pretty good job of them. I really like his Rucka reactions. That was something that we both had in common, so that's why I wanted to reach out to him and do an interview with him, and he was more than willing to do so, and I think we had a really good conversation. He even reposted it to his channel, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I really enjoy his stuff. Very nice guy. I felt it was time to end Swig Talk at that point because I felt like, alright, well, I pretty much interviewed as many people as I wanted to. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I even got to meet fellow content creators. Like, I was able to become friends with guys like Ryan Hipp and Justin over at Cinephile Studios, and you know, just being able to sit down and talk to content creators that I've been watching since like 2011. You know, people like Rebel Taxi and Guru Larry. That was insane. And again, Cartoon Hero. That was big for me because Eli was one of the first reviewers that I ever followed. But yeah, I felt like Swig Talk kind of ran its course because after a while, I kept reaching out to people. People either couldn't do it, people didn't want to do it. They would see my messages and they just wouldn't respond. So it was like, all right, well, it was starting to become a big hassle. And like I said, I was able to interview lots of big people, fellow content creators that I've been friendly with, like, you know, Brandon the Bambi Man, and even someone as big as Razorblade. Like, I felt like I pretty much went through a decent number of people. Maybe someday in the future I could do a couple of other ones. I wouldn't mind interviewing content creators who I'm friends with, like Trenchman. I still really enjoy his stuff. He kind of moved over from doing like action figure reviews to doing like voice acting stuff, but I still really like his work. I think Austin's very talented. Same with like Mad Matt. He does reviews every once in a while. He does streaming a lot now. He does music related videos where he posts a lot of like 8-bit renditions of popular music. The one that I definitely was so close to doing, and sadly it has never come to be, but who knows, maybe someday in the future it will. I was so close to interviewing Saberspark. Like, we tried recording 3 times, and unfortunately, like, the dates just kept getting mixed up and stuff kept popping up and we were both busy. But me and Saberspark do message quite a bit, so who knows, maybe someday in the future, if we're at a convention together, if our paths cross and we have the time, who knows, maybe we can actually do something with that. Aside from Swig Talk, the other big thing to come out of 2018 in terms of Swigga content was obviously the game reviews. I wanted to do game reviews as MC Swigga, and the reviews wouldn't be that long. They usually be like 3 to 5 minutes. And just like how Rucka was a big inspiration with the MC Swigga songs, The big inspiration for the Swigga game reviews is obviously video game Donkey. I constantly reference Donkey videos a lot in those videos, and I like Donkey's style because I think not only is it similar to Swigga's, it's also super similar to Rucka's kind of content, where, you know, the editing, they use like stock images you get on Google Images, and you know, Donkey's style of humor is very similar to Rucka's, very edgy, and, you know, relies a lot on like memes and stuff like that. I really like Donkey's stuff. I really enjoy his content a lot. And I've referenced him outside of just the Swigga game reviews. I've referenced him a couple times on like Media Wiz and Pony Fanboy reviews. But pretty much a recurring thing in Donkey's videos is that Donkey will intentionally get facts about games wrong, and he would often just act like he's right. And so I wanted to do something kind of like that with Swigga, and so that pretty much birthed Swigga game reviews. And Swigga would intentionally get things wrong as part of the joke. And the thing is, I love whenever people highlight, like, that's actually not correct, because that's totally the point. The point is that it's not correct. But I don't know, every time I say something intentionally wrong, like calling Samus Master Chief, or saying that the first Mega Man game was Mega Man on DOS, saying things that are so obviously not true. Like, same thing with Chris T. Ian videos. Getting something so blatantly wrong for the sake of a joke, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, oh, that should be pretty obvious that that's just fucking around, right? But there are still people who are like, actually, I hate to be that guy to point that out, but as I was doing the song parodies and the game reviews and Swig Talk, eventually I wanted to do videos like this, videos that were unscripted, videos that were a little bit more open, a little bit more kind of behind the scenes-ish, talking about just general things, being a little bit more open and honest, you know, stepping outside the typical Swigga joking, BSing kind of style of videos. And one of the first ones I did was looking back on commentary videos, which that was another type of content that I tried. I tried to do commentary videos because that was another thing that a lot of YouTubers were doing. People were doing videos about relative YouTube drama. I talk a little bit more about it in the video MC Swigga reacts to his old commentary videos. I only did 3 of them. I think the only one that was semi-decent was the second one, because it was talking about the whole Channel Awesome drama in 2018. That was still a big deal at the time when that video came out, and I think that one's probably the best of the commentary videos. Obviously, there's some of it that doesn't hold up, but compared to the other ones, like, I think the third one I did was I tried talking about the KSI Logan Paul boxing event and Rice Gum going to Hong Kong and making an ass of himself, and TanaCon, the whole mess that was. And I didn't do more of these videos is because there just wasn't anything new to add that other YouTubers hadn't already done at that point. Every other commentary channel was pretty much saying a lot of the same stuff. So it was just like, all right, I really have not much to add. I can't really do this. I got Swig Talk and I got the Swigga game reviews, so I can just do those when I'm not doing Swigga song parodies. So yeah, after about 3 videos, you know, ranting about that and the whole Channel Awesome drama, and I think the very first one I did was ranting about anti-content channels, which was like, you know, BuzzFeed, IGN, Watch Mojo, like all these like big corporate YouTube channels that were just pumping out generic garbage that usually just hits the main page. I guess if anything, the only thing to come from anti-content is now you got like content farms, the people that make these terrible, cheap animations based on like Skibbity Toilet and Digital Circus and Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss and indie games, indie horror games made for children. I guess that's sort of the next evolutionary step of anti-content, but it's, you know, that could be a whole video in of itself, I guess. So along with these kind of free-form, generally unscripted, you know, untitled series of videos, along with Swig Talk, which was slowly being filtered out, and the game reviews, which are definitely still going, there was another reoccurring thing that I tried doing for MC Swigga, and that was BNN, Biased News Network. I've done that since 2021. This was sort of meant to be like the replacement series. Biased News Network, that started off as a sketch that I did in 2017 for the Facebook page, and then eventually, by 2021, I figured, you know what? There's all this stupid shit going on in the news. You know, all this stupid celebrity drama, the political news, just other stupid crap. And a bunch of other YouTubers have had series like this where it's like just general events and recent things that have happened all kind of condensed into one neat little video. So I wanted to do my own version of that. Like, I know there's like Ray Gun Recap was one, and a series of tubes was another. So I wanted to do something that was kind of like that, but just like with Assholes React, it would have all my characters interacting, and MC Swigga would sort of be the center focus. He would be the ringleader, as it were. So after doing one Biased News Network video in 2017 as just kind of a throwaway video for the Facebook page, I figured 2021 would be the year where I try to make it an official series, and I've done it up until last year. I think I only did one Biased News Network in 2023, and I don't think I've ever done another one. Stuff like that was definitely fun to do a video on, but like after a while it's just like, all right, just like with Swig Talk and just like with all these other series, it's like, okay, don't try to force one out every month. If you don't have a good idea for it, then just don't do one. Besides, when it comes to Swigga content, the two big things that people seem to enjoy are definitely the song parodies and the game reviews. So it's like, every once in a while you can go a month or so without having to force a Biased News Network or a Swig Talk podcast. Speaking of, 2021 was sort of the reintroduction of Assholes React. The very first one I did was reacting to a friend of mine's videos. It was a Critical Kids video. It was Books versus Films, Mars Needs Moms. Because I remember he specifically asked me, like, would I be interested in doing a video to sort of help promote it, because I was the one that suggested he do a video about Mars Needs Moms. So I was like, yeah, sure. So Assholes React seemed like a good idea. It's like have my characters reacting to the video. And Cody's told me that that's one of his favorite videos to do. So I'm really happy that he enjoyed it. And I really liked how the video came out. He did a good job with it. And ever since then, Assholes React just kind of became this like bi-monthly thing. Like I've done it every once in a while, and I found some other stuff to react to besides just music videos, like weird, obscure training videos and stuff like that for like KFC, and like the bus safety video from a while ago, and all the like internet safety videos, like the one with the Jameson family, and that's the one that has the "we're going surfing on the internet," and oh, let's rap about fire safety. A lot of these dumb safety training videos have been talked about before by other channels like Red Letter Media or Chad Tronic or other like reaction channels that do that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I've enjoyed doing those, and yeah, just doing them every once in a great while, I enjoy that. That's pretty much how MC Swigga content has been going for the last few years and months. It's always Swigga game review, song parody, and something else. There's always a third thing. And it's bounced back and forth between Assholes React, Biased News Network, and these untitled videos. And I guess to end off this video, I'm gonna try and say what plans I have for upcoming content regarding video schedules and stuff like that. As of now, I have one more Assholes React video I want to do for the year. I'm gonna try and do that for the anniversary of when I did the very first Assholes React. I'm gonna try and have that up by October 3rd. And to just say what it is, it's going to be my characters reacting to their first Assholes React video. I'm also debating if I should have it be like the actual characters, like actual Media Wiz, Chris T. Ian, MC Swigga, and Adam, or if I should have like the Bizarro versions of them, because we already did that last year for October, to have the Bizarro World versions of them react to something. So I'm trying to figure out like what the video itself is going to be, but it's definitely going to be on the very first Assholes React video. News Network, Swig Talk, those are just kind of on indefinite hiatuses. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. Maybe every once in a great while, if I come up with something, I'll try to bring them back. But yeah, as of now, I don't really have any ideas or anything really lined up for either of them. So that leaves two main forms of Swigga content down the pipeline. And these are definitely not going away. The song parodies, the MC Swigga songs, they're not going away. Those are definitely staying. And the Swigga game reviews, Maybe someday in the future I'll stop doing them, but I have plenty of ideas for Swigga game reviews. I definitely enjoy making them. They're definitely good, fun, easy videos to do. You know, just playing Swigga, going, you know, let the mic roll and just say a bunch of nonsense and then edit it together with the funny stock images off of Google. You know, those are fun to do. I have plenty of different ideas for game reviews to do with that character, so I definitely am going to keep doing those for a little while longer. But in the near future, it's probably just going to come down to 2 Swigga videos a month, maybe 3 if I have another song parody or maybe like a short song parody for the second channel. But that's pretty much what it's going to be going forward with Swigga content. And that pretty much does it for this video. This concludes the anniversary of MC Swigga. Martin MC Swigga Carter. Yeah, we've done it since August 7th, 2014, and now we've come full circle. So this is to celebrate however much longer YouTube will allow MC Swigga. So until next time, y'all, Ruckus Knuckus for life! Peace! Ruckus Knuckus for life, MC Swigga, supporting Rucka Ali. Out, bitches.